Hello, everybody. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We are thrilled to have you with us for another exciting webinar. My name is Perry Santiago, and I will be your host. We have an incredible session planned for you focused on key features that will help you elevate your recruitment game and optimize the use of Talkpush. Before we dive in, I'd like to remind you that this webinar is interactive. So if you have any questions or insights to share, please post them in the comments and we'll address them during our Q&A spaces. You will see a little comment section at the bottom right side of your screen right now. So please leave some comments and be with us throughout this informative and exciting session today. Please let us know where you're dialing in from using the comment section. Let's try now and see. Keep those hands moving. I want to see where you're dialing in from. Kindly include your location, your country. Let us know where you're from so that we can acknowledge you too. And use that comment section. You see it right right at the bottom of your screen. We have Caro Navarro here from Chile. Hi, Caro. We are all over the world right now, and maybe good morning or good evening for some, but I want to know where you guys are from. So kindly key it in or put it in the comments section. And at the very end of our session, of course, we have very exciting activities for all of you to enjoy and for all of you guys to experience. We have Ethel from Manila, Philippines. Hi, Ethel. Good morning to you guys there. We have Jeremy from Manila as well. It's nice to see a lot of people joining us this morning and for this session. And I think we are all set and ready. So let's get this started, okay? To kick things off, I'd like to emphasize that as recruiters, we understand that the employment landscape is fast paced and always changing. And finding the right talent is no longer simply about identifying a brilliant resume. It's about managing a large pool of leads, staying on top of communication, and ensuring that no potential hire slips through the cracks. Here at Talkpush, we understand that time is very important, so you need tools that will help you work smarter and not harder. So today we're going to dive deep into the key features of Talkpush that are designed to improve your workflow, automate repetitive tasks, and ultimately help you find the best candidates faster. So if you've ever wished for better ways to filter through your leads, manage your communications more effectively, or even just keep your recruitment process more organized, you are in the right place. By the end of this session, you'll have some handy tips and tricks to get the most out of Talkpush, helping you stay ahead in the recruitment game. So, welcome everybody to Talkpush Features to supercharge your recruitment. Now, hi, Glendale from QC, Philippines. Hello, guys. Welcome to our webinar. And now I think we have more people joining us. Stephen is here, Stephen Ryan Garcia from the Philippines. And now I'll give you our agenda for today. First, we will discuss different ways to optimize the way you work with your candidate database through filtering, which will help you find the right results within a pool of leads. Next is managing your leads and owning your recruitment process to help you save time by automating repetitive tasks, which covers round robin assignment, assigning leads, comments, and the share profile feature. After that, we'll talk about speeding up communication so you can get back to candidates faster using different templates, quick replies, tokens, and the bulk action feature. Then we'll talk about staying organized and saving even more time by managing duplicates and campaigns efficiently. We will also talk a bit about metrics and take a sneak peek into Talkpush's analytics tab. And lastly, a Q&A space to cover all your questions. So as you can see, this webinar is focused on equipping you with the knowledge to maximize the usage of Talkpush which means we'll be deep diving into the platform. That's why I highly encourage you to comment on your questions and keep the conversation going. Okay, is that a deal? Because here's an exciting thing I want to share. We've got a little something special for you. At the end of this webinar, we'll be giving away a $30 Amazon gift card to those who stick around until the end. So don't miss it. Who's excited for that? I want to see in the comments. We'll be giving away $30 Amazon gift card if you stay. And we have a very special activity at the end of this session. You only need to participate to that, and you'll have a chance to win that $30 Amazon gift card. Camilla is up for the $30 Amazon gift card. Donnell is also ready. So I think we have the people ready and set for this session today. Let's get right into our first topic. Filters. One of the most challenging aspects we face as recruiters is managing the high volume of leads that come our way. In today's webinar, I'll be explaining how to effectively use filtering tools and strategies to tackle this issue head on. So imagine you're running a high volume campaign and your inbox is overflowing with hundreds or possibly thousands of candidates. It can feel overwhelming, right? And you know the ideal candidates are in there somewhere, but how do you find them without spending hours manually going through each one? This is where the Talkpush's filtering capabilities come in. Let's see an example. So on the Talkpush Leads tab, set first the campaign and the folder you want to perform the search on. So by default, the campaign filter is always set to all campaigns if you don't have any recent activity in Talkpush. Otherwise, it is set to the most recently viewed campaign you have. For the folders, it will always be incompleted, but but you can always select specific folders or campaigns from the dropdown or select all of them. These two are always connected, and this is the starting point of your search. Let's start making the filtering more complex with the Add Filter button. This one is one of the most used and most important features of Talkpush because it allows you to refine your search until you have exactly the candidates you're looking for. Let's try and see it in an actual Talkpush CRM. Here, we have selected all campaigns and all folders. Let's click Add Filter now. Then from the list of the data points we have, we need to select a value and a data point. Suppose we want to find all candidates with the source set to Job Street. To find all the candidates that have applied through that job board, we'd start by selecting campaigns and folders, click Add Filter, select the source, and then set the operator to matches. From here, we'd choose Job Street option. And then click Search. And as you can see, you'll be provided with all the candidates that have matched the filters we set, and all these candidates have the source, which is Job Street. As easy as that. As you can see, there are two operators, AND and OR. You might be wondering what they mean. The AND operator is used when you want the search results to match all the conditions you've set. For example, you want to find candidates who are both based in Manila and applied after June, so you would use AND operator. This means that only candidates who meet both criteria will appear in the search. On the other hand, if you want your search results to match any of the filter, you'd use the OR operator. For instance, if you're looking for candidates based in either Manila or Cebu, you'd set it to OR. This means the search results will include candidates from either location. You can make more complex searches by using filter groups. Doing this will help you get exactly the data you're looking for. The campaign and the folder filter is an example of a filter group, but you can create multiple filter groups with and or relationships within each group. You want to see an example? Let's dive into some specific examples of how you can apply these filters in your day-to-day recruiting. So most of us tend to start with the basics. Of course, we have the campaign folder and the doing a quick search, but the real power of filtering lies in its ability to help you get extremely specific. Let's say you want to see candidates assigned to a specific recruiter. So we have here selected all campaigns and folders. Let's click add filter and then select assigned manager. Let's use the conditional statement matches and select from the list of recruiters. Let's select Carolina Navarro. And then from there, you'll be presented with all the candidates assigned to this manager after clicking search. So we have all these candidates who are assigned to Carolina Navarro. Now, what's more exciting is that we can add multiple filters to make this search more complex and specific. From this filter, let's now search for candidates with BPO experience using the candidate attributes. As you know, every single questions you ask candidates in the application process can be captured in Talkpush as an attribute, which you can use as an autoflow trigger, or in this case, a filter. Now click add filter, then select candidate attribute BPO experience. And of course, you'll encounter here, as you see on your screen, different conditional statements depending on the data type of the attribute you're filtering. We have contains, we have is empty, is present, but we have to select here matches. It filters for records that exactly match the specified text, number, or date, and it's used for precise searches, just like what we used in our previous searches. But this time, let's try is present. So here, it will just filter records with any value in that specified field. It's useful for excluding blank entries. So all the candidates assigned to Carolina with BPO experience should show up on this filter. Let's try and take a look. So we see here candidates assigned to Carolina Navarro and with BPO experience present on their profile. You can also change the operator. So by default, it's and, but changing it to or will change the results of the search. So it will be checking now if candidates are either assigned to Carolina Navarro or they have BPO experience, they should show up on this filter. Now remember, you're not limited to just a few filters. This tool allows you to create long, complex search queries, enabling you to narrow down candidates using a combination of attributes. You can select attributes from the data points over there. You can also choose locations or maybe even responses to specific questions. You can add it on the filter. You want to see an example? So let's say you're recruiting for a customer service position in Manila with a salary requirement below $1,000, and you only want to look at leads that have applied in the last 30 days. Let's try that one. You can start by filtering the location. Let's select geolocation. And let's set it to 25 kilometers near Manila. So these are the conditional operators that you can use. And then let's add another filter, the salary expectation. So it's a candidate attribute. So we need to select candidate attribute and look for salary expectation and select matches. And you have there the options. So we choose less than $1,000. And now we want to select candidates who applied in the last 30 days. So let's go and look for date added. And here you'll find more conditional statements, but we'll choose between to filter candidates who applied within the time or within the dates August 26 to September 26 or the last 30 days. And if we're ready, let's click the search button. And these are the results. These are the candidates who are in the 25-kilometer radius or proximity in Metro Manila who has a salary expectation of less than $1,000 and who are freshly added into the system just in the past 30 days between August 26 to September 26. And these are the candidates that we could put or focus on if we want to specify our search. By stacking multiple filters together, you can make complex searches that saves you time and effort. You can also use this to store or save time when you want to use a filter again. We have the recent searches feature that stores at least 10 recent searches, so you can easily jump into your most frequent searches in seconds. You can see that little arrow button there, and you will be presented here your last 10 recent searches. So you don't need to go to that filter steps over and over again. Interesting, right? So does anybody have any questions so far? So you see an actual Talkpush screen here. You can actually try it right after the call on your own Talkpush account. Try all those filters. And if you have any questions, just put it in our comment section. All right. So actually, one of the questions we typically get is whether you can export your filtered results. And the answer is a definite yes. It's actually super easy. After you're happy with your filter, select the profiles you want to export. You can select a few or all of them, as you can see on the screen. As soon as you've clicked the profiles, you'll see the bulk action option. Go ahead and choose export candidates. From there, you can customize what details you want to include, like the data points you want to see. So there are data points on your screen right now. And once you're done, hit download. And then confirm the action by clicking yes. The file will then go to the progress notification tab where you can check the status. And when it's ready, just click on download again. And you'll be able to download the export or the filters or the search results that you had using the filters. It's that easy. It doesn't stop there because you can do more. You can do more than just export. You can also move candidates to folders. You can send them messages. You can assign them labels and much more using the bulk action options. It's a great way to quickly manage large group of candidates, saving you time and keeping everything organized. So if you have any comments, feelings, suggestions, questions, please feel free to put it in our comment section because we are moving forward to our next topic. And now that we've covered filters, let's move on to the lead management, where Talkpush helps you stay on top of high volume recruitment. Managing a large pool of candidates can be really difficult. I know that feeling. But with tools like round robin assignments, comments, and profile sharing, you can stay organized, save time, and make sure the workload is evenly distributed. Let's dive into how these features can simplify your recruitment process. So, when dealing with loads of applications every month, it's important to make sure no one is drowning in work. That's where round robin assignment comes in. It takes the hassle out of manually assigning leads and keeps the load equally distributed among members of your team. Basically, whenever a new candidate applies, they automatically get assigned to the next recruiter in line. So let's try to check it out on the Talkpush screen so that you won't get lost when you do it by yourself. Here's how you set up a round robin assignment for your team. You need to go to the campaign settings. There are two ways to do that. From the leads tab, look for that small gear icon on the candidate profile. You see there, click on that, and you'll automatically be directed to the campaign settings. Or another way is you can go to the campaigns tab, search for your campaign. You want to set the round robin assignment to, click on the three dot menu, and then click settings. From there, go to permission settings. And right here, you will see all the list of recruiters with access and without access to the campaign. Drag the users to the round robin assignment column, just like what you see on the screen, and then click save. After that, candidates will then be assigned to these recruiters in a round robin fashion. If there's only one recruiter in the round robin column, all the candidates will go straight to them. So this feature doesn't just save time, it lets you focus on the candidates you are worrying about who gets what. Think about it. If manually assigning each lead takes just 1 minute and you've got 500 applications a day, that's over 8 hours of admin work saved, right? Truly very helpful. Still, sometimes when a colleague is out or something unexpected happen, you want to have the flexibility to intervene manually. So here, if a lead hasn't been assigned or you want to take over, you can quickly assign them to yourself. Depending on your access level, owners and managers can assign leads to any recruiter, while limited managers can self assign leads. Let's try to look at how we do it. So, on the candidate profile, click on Actions, and from the drop down menu, select Assign to Manager. On the pop up here, you can select the recruiter's name, then just hit save. You will automatically see that the profile has been automatically assigned to a recruiter. It's that easy, right? Have you tried that before? I wanna see someone here or the people here who have tried assigning a profile to themselves. It's really very easy and it's really very helpful every time we are encountering leads that we need to focus on and we need to process their applications on, right? So remember to drop your questions below and we'll address them at the end. Do we have any questions right now? Please feel free to drop them in the comment section. And now, moving forward, we want to talk about a super practical but often overlooked tool, comments. They are they are the key for keeping everyone in the loop, especially when multiple recruiters are handling a candidate. For example, during an interview, you can note things like this candidate is great at conflict resolution or this candidate is very eloquent. So when another recruiter steps in or the candidate moves to the next round, everyone is on the same page. Let's try to add a comment right now. To add a comment, you just need to go to the candidate profile again, scroll down a bit, and you'll see there comments and reviews. Here you can see how a comment is being written and saved. Click on add comments. You have there a text box to write your comments. You can easily put formatting options there, put it on bold or italic to put emphasize on the message that you're trying to save or the comments. And then once done, just hit save. And then you'll see here the comment being added to the candidate profile. If there are other comments made by your peers, you'll also see it here. And you may also delete a comment by hovering your mouse over the comment, click the X sign or symbol, and confirm the deletion by clicking yes. So, guys, if you haven't used this yet, make sure to start using it ASAP because it will benefit the communication between you and your colleagues. Okay? And finally, we have the share profile feature that lets you share candidate profiles with your team and even external parties. So, say you're hiring for a tech role and you need an input from the IT manager. You can use Talkpush to share candidate profiles directly with external parties under a secure password protected system. They'll get a link to check out everything like answers, interview notes, and your comments without having to log into Talkpush. This will also make decision making process faster. Let's try and share a profile. So to share a profile, go to the candidate profile again. Beside actions, click that share button. You'll be given an option to share the profile to either your team, to guest via email, and to guest via WhatsApp, which we actually just launched the WhatsApp option, and it's gaining a lot of popularity. So if you're interested to that, reach out to your account manager. Now, if you need to share it to your team, You just need to select from the drop down list the teammate you want to share the profile to, just like what you see on the screen. We have a drop down list of all your teammates, and just click share and leave a message for that teammate when you want to share this profile to. And then if you want to share it to someone outside your team, you can add their email address. You can add up to 8 email address at once, and then select the information you would want to share. From the drop down, you select one or select all of them and leave a message for them too. Also, give them control to move the candidate to the next level of the application by toggling on this button. And then once done, click share, and automatically these profiles will be shared to that email. Now you may be wondering how it looks like on the other end. Here's how it looks like on the recipient's end. They will get an email with a link and a one-time passcode, as you see there, to access the candidate profile. To open the profile, they need to log in with the sent password. Otherwise, they cannot access it, and this makes this sharing method super secure. The recipients can actually add labels, comments, attachments, and even make a hiring decision like rejecting or shortlisting a candidate if you allow it, of course. And this makes the process much faster as it eliminates the back and forth of emails. There you go. Have you tried that in the past? Let us know in the comments section, and we want to hear your experience and how did it help you in making your process more efficient and to supercharge your recruitment flow. Okay, before we move on, let's take a quick break and switch things up a bit with a fun poll. I have a question here for you, and I want everybody, all of you guys who are with us today, answer this question. So, among all those features that we've mentioned, which feature you believe you could utilize more effectively or haven't really explored its full potential? Is it the filters? Is it the round robin? Is it the comments? Or is it the share profile? Which among these features that we have discussed you haven't really tried much or you haven't really maximized? Never share the profile, said Camilla. Camilla, you should try it for yourself. You can actually share profile to yourself, add a test profile maybe, so that you get to experience what it's like in the other end as well. Stephen says the round robin feature, truly very helpful when you are handling a lot of candidates and you want the load of assigned candidates be equal to the recruiters or your team. Go ahead and try the share profile feature. So I'm seeing answers here: share profile, round robin, share profile, and round robin. Good thing. It's nice to know that you guys have been using filters very well. Just like what I've said, it's one of the most useful and one of the most helpful tools in Talkpush. But I guess you go ahead and try out the share profile feature and the round robin feature. Try it for yourselves because it's life changing. It will make your process easier and will give you more time to focus on more important tasks, maybe candidate interviews, right, like that. Okay, so don't worry guys, because we will be sending you a lot of articles and materials for you to read on, so that you get to be more familiar with these features that you haven't really explored yet. And it's interesting to see that some features might still have untapped potential for all of you. Thank you so much guys, and I felt very awesome right now because it's interesting to know a lot of insights and a lot of ideas and information coming from directly from you guys. Each feature plays a big role in making recruitment smoother, and hopefully today's session gives you some ideas on how to get more out of them. Thank you for jumping in on the poll. Now let's dive into our next topic and find even more ways to optimize your hiring process. We have next saving time faster communication, and configuring. Now that we've covered how to manage your candidate pool efficiently, let's talk about communication and how you can set up campaigns fast and efficient to save you tons of time. We all know that in recruitment, time is money. So let's see a couple of ways how you can save time reaching out to candidates and performing certain configurations. We will begin by setting up your campaign questions for pre-screening with the help of question sets. So instead of repeatedly setting up the same questions for different campaigns, you can actually create a library of pre-configured questions, like a question bank that stores all possible questions you may have. And the good thing is that you don't necessarily need to add it one by one on each of your campaigns because you can group them into what we call question sets. If you're running multiple recruitment campaigns at once, you can just pick one question set for each campaign and it should be ready in no time. Here's how it looks like in Talkpush. Let's try to set up a question set. So go to templates and click on question sets, as what you see on the screen. On the question sets page, you can see the existing sets already configured. And if you want to create a new set, click on create new. Add a question set name to help you identify your question set when configuring the campaign questions. And then click add question. Click on the drop down button. And here you'll see all the list of questions you have from the question templates. Click the plus button to add the question or add more questions. Now, if you're happy with the set of questions you have for this campaign, for this set, hit save. It's that easy. You already have configured a question set that you can add to your campaigns. Now that it is ready, you can easily add this to the campaign. You just need to go to the campaign settings. So select a specific campaign. So you go to the campaigns tab. And just like what you've seen, it has to be a fresh campaign or a campaign without any questions set yet, okay? So we go to a specific campaign over here and go to the campaign settings. If you want to set up the pre-screening questions, you need to go to questions. And you see here, there's already a question set assigned to this specific campaign. But if you are starting with a fresh campaign, you can only choose between a question or question templates or question sets. You can choose among any of these question sets you have created. Just choose one of them and add it to the campaign. And just like what you've seen, it's already added. And this is the questions. These are the questions that we will be asking your candidates in this campaign. It's that easy to set up that campaign questions. Now, jumping forward to the process itself, after the initial interview, there will be typically a lot of back and forth of messaging between you and your leads. Have you ever experienced writing the same thing over and over again and sending the same message to multiple people a couple of times? I want to see hands or maybe emojis. Who here have experienced that? Writing the same thing over and over again, saving or sending the same message to a couple of candidates multiple times. But don't worry, guys. I get the feeling. That's totally tiring for sure and time consuming. But Talkpush here offers a solution for that, where you just need to write the message once and use it forever. I said forever because it literally just stays there. So with the use of quick replies, you can immediately send a message to your candidates without typing the whole thing repeatedly. I said it. So to create a quick reply, go to the leads drop down menu and select quick replies. Click the button, add a quick reply, then add a title plus the actual message. Say you want to chase a candidate and all that. You can even add tokens here. Tokens are dynamic content pieces that help you customize the message. For example, you can add the name of the candidate or your company name, the job title, and a lot more, which will make the message more personalized and will make it feel more unique for each candidate. So imagine sending out hundred of emails, each addressing the candidate by name, mentioning specific details like job role, interview dates, or the next steps of the application, all without manually typing each one, right? That's amazing. And once you're done, hit save. You already have added a quick reply that you can use. Let's now try to use that quick reply on the leads tab. So here on the candidate profile, go to the message box to compose a new message for your candidate. Then click that small arrow up below the message box. You'll be able to see there all the quick replies available. So all those that are inside the box and with that icon of a message icon or a message bubble icon. The rest there below are the tokens that you can use when you are composing a manual or composing writing a message for your candidates. But this time, since we're using quick reply, all you need to do is just select a specific quick reply. And as you see, it automatically populated the text box with the message you want to send. It's that easy. And once you're happy, once you're done, click send, and then the message will automatically be sent to this candidate. It's personalized. It doesn't feel like it's a spam message because you have there the name, the job title, and the company name, and it makes it more unique for the candidates. Awesome, awesome, right? And similarly, you can also use message templates to send automated messages to your candidates across different channels like email, messenger, or SMS. The message templates can be found in the templates tab, or you can search for templates using the search bar. So you just need to go to the templates drop down and you'll see there message templates. There you go. Here you will see all the message templates. You can use the search bar to search for the templates you have created. But if you want to create a new one, click Create New. Add a template name and a subject line for email templates, and then add your message template. You can customize it again using tokens or add emojis for personalization and formatting options right below. You have there the formatting tools you have that will suit your communication needs. And after this, you can already send this message template via Autoflow to automate any communication for every single part of the candidate's application. There are so many ways for you to automate communication via Talkpush. Right after this session, we will send you a bunch of helpful materials that you can read to help you automate your communication with your leads. If you have any questions, again, don't forget to put all of that in our comment section. I'm seeing some of you guys have your questions right now, and we'll be addressing them a little later. Nice. So if you're still there with us, come leave your comments there and leave your comments and leave your questions so that we could address them a little later. And now, so after saving a lot of time in lead assignment and communication, it's equally important to maintain a clean and organized workspace to avoid getting overwhelmed. When your recruitment operations run smoothly, you save time, stay focused, and avoid unnecessary backtracking. Here are more TalkPush key features that will ensure that your campaigns and candidate data stay tidy and organized. Let's start with duplicate management. This is a lifesaver for teams dealing with high volumes of applicants for various positions or multiple clients. In industries like the BPO or retail, where similar roles are filled across different campaigns, candidates may apply more than once. Without proper control, this can lead to messy databases. With duplicate management, you can set rules to prevent candidates from applying to multiple campaigns or the same campaign within a specific time frame. At the company level, Talkpush allows you to prevent candidates from applying to multiple positions across various campaigns. To configure this, go to the company settings. As you see there, find the duplicate management section. Now, please remember, guys, that users with owner permission or access to company settings can manage duplicates at the company level, but users with different permissions can only manage duplicates on a campaign level. Now, within this section, you'll be given the possibility to choose between the two options of allowing or preventing candidates from submitting multiple applications across campaigns. The first option, candidates can have multiple active applications. It means that candidates can apply to multiple campaigns and reapply to the same campaign depending on the campaign level settings you've configured. While option number two, candidate can only have one active application at a time. In this setup, candidates can only have one active application at any given time. They won't be able to apply to multiple campaigns unless they're in the hired, rejected, or inbox folders and their cooling period has expired. Similarly, in the campaign level, this option can be found in the main settings. So you have to go to the campaign settings, main settings, and you'll see here somewhere in the right, as you see on the screen, the two options. Allow reapplication only if the current application is inactive, which means that candidate can only have one active application for this campaign, while the option allow reapplication while current application is active permits candidates to have multiple applications inside the campaign. This is useful for roles with high turnover, like retail or customer service positions. So, whether you may not want candidates to reapply, where you may not want candidates to reapply too frequently. You can ensure that they don't enter another campaign for the same role, and it keeps your campaign pipeline clean and ensures you're evaluating new leads rather than revisiting previously rejected candidates. Now, on to campaign management. A common issue we've seen is recruiters creating new campaigns but leaving old ones active or unarchived over time. This leads to a cluttered workspace and an overwhelming number of active campaigns, making it harder to focus on the ones that matter. We always recommend archiving campaigns that are no longer in use. So, by doing this, you'll still have access to the data if you need it, but it won't crowd your current space. Archiving campaigns, sorry, is an excellent way to store inactive campaigns that you may want to revisit in the future. When you archive a campaign, it remains accessible, but new candidates will no longer be able to apply. This is useful when a campaign has ended, but you may need to refer back to the data later. Let's see how it looks like in Talkpush. To archive a campaign, simply go to the campaigns and select a campaign from here. And on the three dot menu, select archive. Click the button proceed to confirm the action, and then automatically the campaign will be archived for you. It's that easy. Now, freezing campaign is another option that allows you to temporarily pause candidate intake. This is ideal if you want to stop new leads from entering a campaign without fully archiving it. It allows you to keep working with the current pool of candidates while halting any new applications. So you can see here on the screen, on the main settings, there's a toggle allow new applications. It's turned on or yes because we are allowing new applications to come to this campaign. But if we toggle it off or no and confirm the action by clicking proceed, then candidates will not be allowed to enter this campaign. You'll still have access to all the leads, but no new ones won't be coming in. Now, deleting campaigns is a more permanent action, recommended when a campaign and its data are no longer needed. Be cautious, as this action will remove the campaign and all its associated candidates and data from the system entirely. It deletes the data entirely from the campaign list and the leads tab, including all associated candidate data. This is irreversible, and this action should be approached with caution, and it's typically handled as a premium service through account management. For even more convenience, you can configure Talkpush to automatically delete candidates after a certain period of inactivity, ensuring your system stays clean and organized over time. If you're interested in auto deletion, reach out to your account manager for help with this configuration. And now we're down to our last topic for today. After managing operations, it's crucial to measure the results. The Analytics tab in Talkpush can help you track your recruitment process and if it's performing well. Here, you can see how efficient your team, how well is your campaigns doing, or which completion methods are leading to success. This is very crucial to staying on top of your hiring needs, to give you insights on your team's productivity, also to understanding the performance of the campaigns and the different sources, identifying which campaigns are generating the best results, and optimizing underperforming ones. So, all these details and all these important data and information can be seen in this tab, the Analytics tab. It's very exciting to look at, and it will give you a lot of insights on your decision making and how you want to proceed with your recruitment process. And if you want to learn more about this exciting feature, we will be looking further into the Analytics tab in our next webinar, where we will cover in-depth strategies for analyzing your metrics, including team performance, completion methods, and campaign effectiveness. So you can pre-register as early as now using the link, and we are excited to see all of you there too. So the link is in the comments section. I'll give you a few minutes to pre-register and secure your slots for this exciting webinar happening very soon. It's all about the Analytics tab. We're in. We will tackle about different ways on how to maximize and navigate the Analytics tab. And of course, we'll have very exciting surprises on that webinar as well. So please make sure you pre-register and book your slot and secure your slot for that next webinar. Make sure it's just in the comment section. Please feel free to share that link as well to your colleagues, to your teammates, and we'll see you guys there. All right. Whoa, that wraps up our deep dive into how you can streamline and optimize your recruitment process with these powerful features. Time really flies so fast. From filtering candidates efficiently to managing your campaigns and analyzing your team's performance, we got you covered every step of the way. Now, I know you might have some questions or want to explore certain aspects a bit further. So we have a few minutes for that. Let's open the floor for our live Q&A session. This is your chance to ask anything. Feel free to type your questions in the chat if you have any, and we'll be here to provide you some answers. So among all those that we have covered, the round robin, share profile, duplicate management, filters, which among them you want clarifications on, and if you also have comments about it and maybe suggestions, we'll see. If you have specific questions also, we are here to help you out. We have our help center as well, and truly a lot of documentation that we can share to you. So we have here a question. If I share a candidate with a guest outside of my organization, does it over expire? Very nice question, Camilla. So The link to that is actually the expiration date for those links is actually customizable. It means that um, the profile links, you can determine the expiration period for a candidate profile. You can set the number of days in order for the guests to share the profile or to review the profile. Let me show that to you quickly. You can go to company settings and you can set the expiration duration under communication settings. You have there the share profile rules. Scroll down a bit. The share profile rules should be there and there. So you can set the number of days for up to when the link is valid and before it expires. So once it expired, then you may have to resend or reshare the profile again to that guest or to that person. Thanks, Camilla. Do you have the option to hide or delete option to our colleague? We have option to hide. Hi, Charm. Delete option in comments and reviews. I'm sorry. Now, if a comment is made and added on the candidate profile right there, you can easily delete it right there. But if a comment is coming from the guest, then I don't think you will have the option to delete that comment if it's from the shared profile email. But here you can easily add a comment and delete a comment from the candidate profile. That's it. It's as easy as that. Does that answer your question? Thank you, Charm, for that nice question. If you have other questions, feel free to put it on the comments. Okay. All right. And once again, we have our help center available for all of you. Just need to key in your questions right there. Search for all these features, read through them, and we have a complete guide for all of you, a video guide and an article for all of these features to help you supercharge your recruitment process. Okay, so I think that's it. I think we're almost done, but just like what I've mentioned earlier, I know you're all tuned in for this very exciting activity. Okay? Because we are giving away a $30 Amazon gift card for one lucky attendee or participant of our webinar today. So here's the deal. Because we are appreciating you staying up until the end of our webinar, all you need to do is answer this question. What Talkpush feature would you like to see in the future, and how could it be helpful to your recruitment process? So think a moment to think about it and send us your answer via this form on the chat. So you see there the Google form that we have prepared for this. Key in your suggestions there. Would really appreciate if you could send them over and take a moment to think about what Talkpush feature would you like to see in the future. So something that could really help you and your team and your company with your day-to-day recruitment processes. Your feedback is invaluable to us, and who knows, your idea could be the next big feature in Talkpush. So this is only for the participants who are staying up until the very end of our webinar. We will review all the submissions and announce the winner soon after. So get creative and let us know how we can continue to support you in your recruitment journey. Get all those suggestions coming, and we're excited to read all of them. And we're excited also to give away the $30 gift card to one lucky participant who stayed with us and went an extra mile to send us suggestions so that we could serve you better. All right. Woot woot. All right, everyone. That's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed today's event and that you can take some of these insights with you. Remember to sign up for our next webinar on analytics, where we'll have a surprise for all of you as well. Links are in the comments. So again, thank you so much, guys. Register to the webinar, send us the suggestions and the comments, and we'll see you in our next set of webinars. This is again Perry from Talkpush, together with the whole product support team and the user education team in Talkpush. Keep talking, keep pushing, and we'll see you guys again soon. Thank you.